Welcome in, everybody. I'm hoping this thing is working. Hello, hello. Can you hear anything that's coming out of my mouth? Hello. There we go. All right. What's up? So I'm gonna see. Well, it looks like they already got that out. So I had to start the process of this. Number one, I'm just letting y'all know this is my first burrito cook. So you're actually getting to see it in real life for me to perform doing this. And it's a do or die thing for me. And I'm always willing to try something new with the Sauce Tribe crew at all times. But I'm really looking for this. I'm going to be a little focused when I get to doing things like this. You already know, whenever I get to doing any of these particular things like making dough or make a pie or something, I get real quiet and focused. So I'm allowing y'all to know that y'all have fun in these interactions, to make use of the casino, the bingo, and all the fun stuff that we have to do while we cook. I will jump in, sparingly, just to let you know that I'm alive and here and kicking it. I will be talking to you direct because we can chat while we're cooking. But as far as like interacting and stuff, unless we get raids and stuff like that, then yes, I'll get into the mix. But right now, I'm really seriously focused because I know I got to get these next steps in of getting the seasoning going into the consommé. I got the crap. Hold on a second here. I got the burrilla. I got the peppers and stuff in the pot, so I got them nice and softened up. So we'll be making the sauce next. Hope everybody's week has been good. I'm trying to get my lighting kit to stick and not fall in the pot, man. Can't have that happening. It's crazy, right? We don't want it falling in the pot. There you go. All right, so I gotta get. I got some more of this juice left, so right now I can put a tablespoon of oregano into this pot. I'm not going to apply any salt and pepper. I should have did it. I should have did it on the meat, but I didn't. So I guess I better apply the salt and pepper. So it's got a nice little load of meat in there, so I guess we'll do a tablespoon salt, pepper. I got about 2 to 3 pounds of meat. And we got enough ingredients thanks to the subscribers and donations that allowed us to be able to afford making this meal. Wouldn't have been able to do this without the amazing folks. I'd like to say up front, like a Tylenol, and also Tamale, Extreme Gunner, everybody with those amazing bits that donated to us with the bits, and also our 20 subscriptions. I mean, all of that played a big part. And also, at last but not least, is the amazing folks who watch our channel for free with the ad revenue, which that's probably going to come up in the next couple minutes. So throw the peppercorns in there. What else we got? Got some of this extra fancy comino. These are seeds. They smell excellent. So we're gonna put those. Tablespoon of that. A bit more. Did I already put the oregano in there? I feel like I did. The oregano, black pepper. Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna take this ingredients here. It's got this leftover broth that I had in there stirred up. So we're gonna take that, put it into the pot. Don't you break nothing. Hope that my stuff don't go. I need some light in here. Pop this open. Pour that in there. I got a bay leaf in there too, so I'm gonna make sure that we take that bay leaf out. But I'm gonna keep that pot just enough to tenderize that meat, but not too high. It's getting that gravy look. Looks pretty. So I'm gonna bring that back up. I got it around between 300 and 350 cooking right now. Well, I'll let that continue cooking. Put the pot back on, put the top back on there. We got to make the sauce. Smells like tacos, man. Already cooking in there. I can smell it. But I haven't applied the salt and pepper yet. No, I got the pepper in there. I just hadn't applied the salt. So we can do the salt last. Salt puts it all together anyway. I just got to remember to apply the salt. Help me. Remind me to put the salt in. All right. So just to remind you though, I think we're gonna need about 2 tablespoons of salt just to get that the blend all together. And I put a little vinegar in my sauce. So about I'm gonna say about a half a cup of vinegar. I gotta remember that. We're gonna put put this in here for the next run so I don't spill it all over the place. See, I got these peppercorns falling out. We'll put them in here so we can make another birria taco extravaganza. So, make a mess. Peppers should dissolve boiling like that. So, our next mission is to get out the blender. And I think one of the things I need to do is back this up a little bit. That's usually for our close up, so we're going to bring it up a little bit. So we're going to apply the soft peppers in here. Move this turkey, ground turkey, we'll move this down. You see, I got all these anchovies and stuff in here. Got all these anchovies and everything. So I'm going to, we're going to apply this into the next sauce. I got to peel the tomatoes off too. I got to peel the tomato peel. There's tomato peel on here to take off. See if I can put something on here. I don't want to put too much heat on the nice table. So we're gonna drain that. Dude, what's up? Good conversation, good fun clip, man. Had a good day. I gotta give me some vinegar right now. About to make my consommé. Yeah, they look good, man. I have them softening up pretty good. So this is my first run of doing birria tacos. And see, I want to do, I told, I was like, I want to do these authentic. I don't want to do them, you know, George's way. So I'm using the full recipe. Whenever I mess around with my sauces, man, I always like to apply some acidic action in it. So I'm going to throw, I'm going to say a half cup of vinegar first. If I need to put another half cup, I'll do it. I'm going to start it out with a half cup. Nah, we throw 3/4. How about 3/4? I feel like we need to break that. That's going to break down those peppers and make the sauce taste good. It's going to mix in the soup. The soup base is going to mix in with these peppers. I got to put them in there with it. Now, The beef is tenderizing real good. It's like tenderizing super good. So it's got already the fat contents and everything in there boiling. Man, how'd your stream go today, man? You did a good job. Hey, you know what? Tuesdays, I don't know. Just take a look at it. Take a look at your schedule, man. On your because you stream. You got stream hours that go up to like 5 or 6 o'clock or something like that. So if we did that around what 9 between 9. It has to be like a segment fitted in. Like a segment fitted in between 30 minutes, at least a 30-minute segment or something like that. But if it fills a gap between things that you're doing in between, I think that's the best way to have that. Like, I don't mind coming in there and chatting with you about, because I think those are really good things to clip and share for people that want to know about the Dude Lebowski. Like, if you got tips and stuff on the mutt, explaining a story about the train from the Detroit Lions, and at the same time talking about the week's football that's connected to the Madden and fantasy football tips. I mean, there's a crowd for that, but always keep in mind, man, all our mods are pretty much chat audience anyway. So we have those days where you may not have a lot of people, and then you have those days when you do have a lot of people, and they're going to be talking eventually too. We had some really good conversation, and people were responding to it. All right, so I had to pour some of that water out because I'm not going to use the same water. And we're going to be peeling the tomatoes. The beef is smelling amazing right now. The beef is smelling really good. So what I'm doing here is these are one of the tricky things right here. You got to peel these tomatoes. It's really tricky. Because they're really soft right now, but the catch is to remove the peel off of these tomatoes. When I first started making sauce, I never used to remove the peel off the tomatoes. I never did that. But now I learned. I was like, oh, okay, I think I need to take that out. So yeah. Oops. That's made a mess. All right. Yeah, you remove the peels off the tomatoes. They come right off really good, real easy. This process I'm very familiar with this because when you're making hot sauce from scratch, like you would have to buy a whole bunch of tomatoes. I'll buy like 10, 12 tomatoes, and I will make a whole batch from scratch. So this part, making the actual sauce, is very familiar for me. Now, I would soften up all the peppers because the peppers are pretty tough. But yeah, definitely got to take the skin off if you really want that sauce to kick. Comes right off with no problem. The Eagles meme. Hey man, you ever seen that? That's he's an actual he has a podcast. Yeah, he has a podcast and merchandise and everything, man. He's from Philadelphia. It's Gilly the Kid. His name is Gilly the Kid. Type that guy's name for you. Look him up. It's called Gilly the Kid. A lot the Philadelphia Eagle fans might know him very well because he's always doing stuff. We got for Dallas, we got this black dude named Bubba Dubba or something like that. Bubba the Dubba. He the guys that he does all the Dallas content, whether they win or lose. He hypes him up and he tears him down. So Gilly the Kid is the same thing. He hypes up his Philly team. He also tears them down. it's crazy on social media. Gilly the Kid. I gotta find some way to get Coco her food. She got mad and walked off. I was like, I gotta get to this action, man. Once I get this sauce made and drop it in the pot, we fresh to go. I can start making tacos. Gilly the Kid. He'd be cussing up a storm too, boy. All right, now I gotta take these. And now this got seeds and stuff in it. That came right out with no problem. I don't trip about that. They're right in there. We're gonna blend all that up. I'm just taking the stems off. Stem came out off perfect over here. Ah, there's another tomato. Tomato skin comes right off. Right in there. Perfect. Loading it up. Ah, if you're cooking something good, let us know what you're cooking. All right, so the only thing left see if I can scrape this out with this. Got a little bit of onions in here. I'm gonna drain that a little bit. Throw them onions in there. I don't like using some of that leftover water from the peppers because it does give a weird bitter taste. So I just give it fresh water for me. I don't like that weird bitter taste. Definitely gonna throw what else? Some cilantro in there. And that's good. So we just clean that out. got that. Oh, we got one more. Stuff that all in there. Clean this up. We got this thing tightened up. I feel like I got it tightened up. Shouldn't be leaking like that. In there nice and tight. Can't put my water in there if the darn thing leaking like that. Now, it's a possible chance I may have to strain it. Need that cilantro, baby. All that in there too. Cilantro goes in there. I need 2 cups of water. So we need some water. Once again, I'm trying to make sure I get this in there tight. I don't like this. Stuff leaking. All right, so we need to get the blender. Once again, you want to make sure you got a dry area. You don't mess around and shock yourself. There you go. Haven't used my blender in a while. All right, so hoping and praying that we don't blow it up. We don't want to blow up the blender. Haven't used it in a while. It look like we got enough liquids though. Look like enough liquids though. All right, so let's see what we can do here. We gotta get this mug liquefied. Soupy, blend, shred.
That's stew.
Sauce.
What's that?
Sauce. Special sauce.
Yeah, sauce.
Looking like some good. That's how I want it. I want a nice chunky like that. Excited about that? What you excited about?
Nothing. I'm just doing something.
You supposed to be on that room?
I'm working on it. No wonder it smells so.
Why does it gotta smell stinky?
I said so.
keep going. Oh, that just explode sauce out of nowhere. It's looking good, really good. I'm gonna do one more liquefy. Look at that. Look, it's like tomato sauce, man. Like a special tomato sauce. That's what I want. I want that consistency. You don't want this exploding on you. These stains ain't easy to get out. What's that crazy taste? Put the spices in it. I'm gonna blend up some more. One more time. All right. Let's pour it into the meat. Pretty much got it into a pulp sauce. Calm down, meat. So now it's time for us to pour this stuff down into this gully. So let's go over. We got to get it into this pot. We can take the bay leaf out. I think the bay leaf did his job. Pour that in here. Don't you start that mess, Coco. Need 2 cups of water. You might want to have some patience and wait for me. You might want to wait for me. dog it. That's got a good sauce to it, consistency on there. I'm gonna shake up a little bit of this stuff. Don't you get lost in there. Darn spoon. Look at my finger burnt up. Now I'm going to apply the salt. And boy, it's got a little kick to it. I ain't gonna lie. It's an amazing kick to it. The flavor is off the chain. Bring that pot back up. 350. We're gonna need about 2 tablespoons of salt. Bring that back up. Oh my God. That blend is there. Oh yeah. And it's got a kick. One more hit. One more hit of salt. Put it right there. That is beautiful. That is the best consommé soup I've ever tasted. I've ever made. Be honest, I ever made. I never made it. It's my first time making it from scratch, and this soup base is great tasting. This dog is getting on my nerves. She is getting on my nerves right now. I'm gonna get that, keep that meat in there for another hour.